Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in for this top 10 favorites video. I've already done two top 10s already on Revlon and Wet n Wild. It's just sort of bringing you some of my very favorite items from different brands. And today I thought I'd use e.l.f. because I have tried a lot of different products from e.l.f. and some people are actually pretty new to this brand because it is largely available online at eyeslipsface.com. That's where you can find the entire line of this makeup and you can browse through it and see exactly what I'm talking about. A large portion of the brand is just $1 a piece for the items you get, and then there's some different segments like the mineral line. There's some skincare thing, or not really skincare, but more like bath and body type items, and there is a new studio line, which I haven't really tried much from that yet, so don't expect to really see those in this particular video, but I may review it down the road. But anyway, it's highly affordable. It's available online for the brand in its entirety, but you can also sometimes find these items in certain Big Lots stores or Kmart's or Target's at times. I can't really make a blanket statement and say it's available in all of those, but you may find it depending on your specific location. So let's go ahead and get started. The first product, and these aren't necessarily ranked like going up to my very number one. I kind of split them up into different categories here, so it's not necessarily my least favorite to my most favorite. I had to cut out a lot of products to make this video because I like so many e.l.f. things. But anyway, I'm going to start with the product that's on my lips here. It is one of the mineral lipsticks. And now the mineral products run a little bit more expensive than the typical $1 items on the website. They may be like somewhere from $3 to $5, but this is a great quality lipstick. The packaging is really nice too. It's nice, sleek black packaging. This shade is Royal Red, and as you can see by looking at my lips, it has a nice kind of healthy sheen to it, but it's not super shiny, and it's not overly shimmery or anything like that. This has some nice goldeny undertones to it, so it's a very wearable red. I mean, you can, if you're kind of maybe new to red lipstick, you may want to give this shade a try because I find it to be super easy to wear, and you know, you don't feel like you're really flashing a whole lot of red in people's faces, but at the same time it just looks really fresh and polished. Another thing that really sets this lipstick apart from a lot of things I've tried is how it feels like a lip balm on my lips. Like when you put your lips together, it's like it doesn't feel like, you know, a drying kind of lipstick. It's very nourishing, so I like that a lot. Couple other e.l.f. mineral products that I like. I couldn't pick just one on the eyeshadow, so this counts as one, but it's really two. The e.l.f. mineral eyeshadows are great. They're loose shadows, so if you are into pigments and you like kind of having the opportunity to use a product maybe dry or also wet, and you can definitely, you know, put a mixing medium with these and get a little bit thicker color if you want. But I picked two shades. The first one is Glamorous, and this is sort of a mauve. I'm not sure how well, there we go. This is a mauve colored shadow with definitely some sparkle to it, and it's just so warm and pretty. It looks nice all over your lid. It can also be a really, really subtle contour shade too, so this is kind of one of those shades that you could use alone, all on its own, and get a natural contoured effect, but also feel like you got something going on your lid as well. So it does have a hint of some very, very fine sparkle there that's kind of like a silvery shimmer almost, but it's not like big chunky glitter, so I do like that a lot. And the other shade that was just the toss-up between these, I kept going back and forth, and I was like, no, I have to show them both. And this one is in Socialite, and this is a gorgeous taupe shade. It's deep, it has tones of gray and brown all together, and to me that kind of means taupe, I guess. It's just the sparkle in this is maybe even more fine than it is in the Glamorous shade, but it's just beautiful and makes a great crease shade. You could wet this down with a little mixing medium and use it as a nice taupey colored liner, but it's just gorgeous, and I love that as a nice natural look. That, I mean, you just get the whole range if you want to make it go from natural to dramatic with that color. Another mineral product that I like, I think this is the last mineral one I'll be mentioning, it's the e.l.f. blush in Rose. Check out that color. It is so pretty. It is a really bright rosy pink, and you get a lot of bang for your buck for this because you're getting this nice large amount of the product in my opinion, and it doesn't take a lot to get great color on your cheeks. I mean, you really kind of have to use a soft hand because it can be dramatic if you want it to be. But for those who are Everyday Minerals fans and have tried Sunday Brunch, this is kind of similar to that. It's just one of those sort of one-of-a-kind shades, and I was so impressed with this. I think a lot of people have the assumption that because e.l.f. is not all that expensive, it's not going to be very pigmented or have a lot of color payoff. This is great. I mean, I kind of underestimated this. I was like, I just feel like trying it. You know, I'm not sure, but it turned out fabulous. So that's a really, really nice blush there. Next, I think everything that I have left to talk about, the other half of this review, yeah, everything is $1 from here on out. So if you're a bargain shopper, really listen closely here. My next thing is the Shimmering Facial Whip in Toasted. Okay, so this is a little, like basically think of a cream shadow or a cream highlighter. It can go either way. I've used it as both, and if I swatch a little bit on my hand here, you'll see that it's got this nice kind of, you know, going from practically looking skin tone at a moment, you know, at times to looking a little bit deeper almost, but it's got some nice kind of sort of a metallic tone to it can have, so it really gives a nice effect if you put it underneath a shadow. You can also mix a little bit of this in with your moisturizer, and here I've just kind of rubbed it all over my hand, and you can see that sort of just glow that it can give you. So imagine mixing a little bit of that in with the body moisturizer and wearing it all over that way. A little bit like kind of as a highlight on your cheeks. I'm just rubbing whatever's left on my finger here. You know, it can work great at in that way as well. And you might think this is a tiny little container, but honestly, I have been using this for a while and I have not made much of a dent in my supply, so you know, this small amount really will last you. And there are some other nice pinky colors too, but I just like this because I like the ability I have to use it on my eyes a little bit more than some of the pink shades. Next, if you're in the market for a concealer and you want something cheap and you want something that's kind of more creamy than liquidy, try out one of their all-over cover sticks. Mine is in light, so that's the shade that works for me. And basically, you could use this as a stick foundation, although I find it easier to blend in more of a concealer format. In other words, blending it all over your face, I don't know, I haven't been a big fan of using it in that way, but as an under-eye concealer or as a concealer for blemishes, it actually has some really nice coverage. Another eye product that I definitely want to pick to put in this is the quad in Drama. So they have some $1 quads, and it's 4 colors together. I don't know why this one that I got happened to be in rectangles, because they're usually like, I think they're triangular shaped, but I did a tutorial using this to show everybody how you could do a really, really affordable smoky eye, and I thought it turned out great personally. So I am definitely a believer in this palette. So what you get is a nice black shade, a shimmery charcoal gray, a light silver right down in here, and then a white. And really, this is all you need to get a smoky eye. If you are just experimenting with that look, if you rarely wear smoky eyes, but you might want to do it every now and then, I mean, you're only out $1. So you might want to give that a go for just to experiment with some of those shades, and it really does give you a good look. I mean, everybody seems to be under this, not everybody, take that back. A lot of people seem to be under the impression that, you know, if you're going to get any kind of quality looking, you know, eyeshadow look, it's got to be, you got to spend a certain amount of money. No, you don't. You can definitely get out really cheap with this, and it will look great, I promise. Just need to know how to use it. So, and part of that, part of knowing how to use it is having good tools, and e.l.f. really has a great eyeshadow brush for packing the shadow all over your lid. My favorite brush from e.l.f. is the Professional eyeshadow brush. It looks like this, and it is, once again, only $1. Has this little dome shape to it. It's very thick. Has a nice thickness to it, a nice stiffness to it, and that's what allows you to really pack the shadow all over your lid. It's pretty much my standard brush for that. I use it on a daily basis, and I love it so much. I have not had any problems with the way it's put together or anything. Sometimes inexpensive brushes get kind of loose between the ferrule and the handle. Haven't had that issue with this really whatsoever. And another couple quick products I want to mention are are the cuticle pen with avocado and almond oils. Great way to moisturize the area right around your nail and push back your cuticles before a manicure. It has kind of a marker tip to it practically. And then my number one favorite product, I know I said I wasn't ranking these, but I love the eyelash curler. Use it daily, have one at my makeup area here and one in my purse, and it just works so well. Has this nice little way to grip it so you're not like worried about your hand moving around and pulling out your eyelashes. So anyway, those are my top 10 products from e.l.f. I love them so much, and please let me know if you have any questions or what are your favorite products. Please share. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.